place. One, we should really ponder over the causes of the disaster because it was a wake-up call. Geologists and everybody knows that Himalayas are a seismically and ecologically sensitive zone, and it's based on tectonic plates which rest on one another. So earthquakes and landslides can take place at any time. But what we have done, experts say that massive deforestation, violation of all construction norms in hydropower projects, of which there are 336 operational hydropower projects in Uttarakhand, and complete absence of disaster management plans led to the massive scale of destruction in the Himalayas. And also human greed, where we built on the course of the rivers, where in a state of 1 crore people, there are 2.5 crore pilgrims. This total thing needs to be looked into, and there should be controlled access of people to places of pilgrimage and tourism. Like for Mansarovar, every year government regulates the number of pilgrims. There should be also some control on the entry of pilgrims. All of them go with pious wishes, but they cannot violate the economic norms. So the scale of devastation is massive. In a reply to a parliament question, it has been stated that was given on 6th August, that number of human lives lost, 540. Number of missing persons, 5,474. Number of houses damaged, 4,726. Number of persons rescued to safer places, 108,000. Now the main thing is that the two institutions were found lacking. One was the Uttarakhand government, which did not have a disaster management program in place. The second organization which failed was the NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority, headed by the Prime Minister. It was found that it had no immediate response to the whole problem. Had it not been for our armed forces and paramilitary forces, the disaster would have been total. And I give my salute to members of the armed forces who risked their lives. You know, sir, that in a helicopter accident, so many IAF personnel were killed. I pay my tributes to them. The best performance was by IAF, which deployed 45 helicopters and rescued 23,775 persons. They are the best. NDRF, National Disaster Response Force, they rescued 9,500 people. ITBP, Indo-Tibetan Border Force, which patrols the Indo-China border in Maharani's constituency, they rescued 33,000 persons. The Indian Army, they deployed 8,000 personnel and 12 army helicopters. They evacuated about 12,000 persons. And Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, Uttarkashi, formed 5 rescue teams, one of which was headed by Bachendri Pal, the Everester, and they rescued 6,500 persons. If it was not for this specialized organization, the disaster would have been more massive. Sir, the other point I want to make is that Prime Minister, after his aerial survey, sanctioned 1,000 crores for the relief rehabilitation work. Each dead person was given an amount of 5 lakhs. And it seems that you have accepted the recommendations that those missing persons who are registered as missing, they will also, their families will also get that 5 lakhs, which is a good thing. But now a massive reconstruction exercise should be started. But it does not mean that immediately you allow all the hotels and the big houses which are built on the side of Alakananda, Mandakini. That should be allowed. Very carefully, Uttarakhand government should now control new constructions and a proper attention. I think, sir, that at national level, a conference should be called with top geologists in the world who should discuss what should be the way Uttarakhand, the sensitive zone, that should be maintained. It is an absolutely necessary, it's a national disaster, and these are the holiest places for Hindus. It is necessary to preserve them as well as preserve nature and the lives and security of the Uttarakhand people. Sir, I shall conclude by saying that there was MP lands. We were asked to contribute money for the MP lands. Sir, I can humbly state that I contributed 20 lakhs from my MP lands for Uttarakhand reconstruction and 1 lakh to the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund from my own income. But only 223 MPs have come forward. Through you, sir, I appeal to all MPs. There are 800 MPs in all. They should all contribute at least 10 lakhs to relief and rehabilitation. 25 lakhs. No, the maximum is 50 lakhs that is allowed. So they should, if they cannot, at least contribute 10 lakhs. Only 223 people, Bhatri Hariji has come forward, which I find very little. We should all unite to rehabilitate Uttarakhand people, and I hope, sir, before long, under your stewardship, Uttarakhand finds back its normal life. There are cattle you are mentioning, even mules died because they could not get food.
Yes.
All these people who have lost cattle, who have lost mules, they should be rehabilitated and normal life should start again. In Uttarakhand, we should learn from mistakes of the past, and our human greed should not destroy the Himalayas. Rather, a considered approach towards rebuilding of the Himalayas should be started. Thank you, sir.